morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm finally back in my studio. Thank you so much for my returning subscribers. If you are new to my channel, my name is Shay, but I go by Heyyy Sister on YouTube and Instagram. This YouTube channel is just a platform for all my sisters struggling with PCOS. And one of the side effects that I struggle with every single day is hirsutism, which is excessive facial hair and body hair in a male pattern all over a woman. So I just kind of share what works for me to maybe help somebody watching this video. If you've been following me on Instagram the past 2 weeks and on my last video that I posted, I have been struggling with my face. Like, if it wasn't eczema, it has been pimples, hirsutism, hyperpigmentation. My face has been a tornado hurricane season. Like, it is just, the struggle is real. So I don't know if because the changes of the weather from winter to spring, allergy season, and then trying to come into summer, my face is going through it. And then of course all the junk that I eat, that doesn't help me at all. Pray with me, bear with me, as I'm basically gonna do like a super duper detox tonight because I go to work tomorrow. Just really trying to get my face back to where she should be. So I'll be talking to you guys as I'm doing my detox facial before I go to bed routine. Slowly but surely, like, become the same color, you know, feeling smoother, feeling like the same texture, even including, you know, my girl facial hair, I believe is drying or damping my face with paper towels. And also, I know because the purpose of this video, I do fast forward, but I try to work in every product into my face for at least 30 to 60 seconds. And then in between each product, I try to wait maybe 5 to 10 seconds before I use the next product, just to pretty much make sure I'm putting these things on my face for a purpose. So, you know, by putting them on top of each other, they're not really getting a chance to work, if that kind of makes sense. So definitely working every product into my face for at least 30 to 60 seconds, I feel like is key. And then also letting the product sit in my face letting the product, before I use the next product, waiting at least 5 to 7, 10-ish seconds. Definitely, I feel like it's a big change in my facial routine. If you guys don't see me like raise the product that I'm using, I definitely will put in my description box below how it's listed on this video. Everything that I am using, I've mentioned and I have used in previous clips. So really there's nothing too different, besides I am using a lot of the Shea Moisture African Black soap, like Problem Skin Toner, Problem Skin Moisturizer, just things that are actually targeting my problem skin areas to kind of bring my face back to where she should be. So pretty much using everything that I've used before, but I'll definitely let you guys know in the description box below. So I actually just used that Mario rose water spray just because I did dry my face and I went and did something. I came back, so just to kind of give my face some more moisture actually before I go through with this mask. This is a instant clarifying pores, refreshing for clear skin. It is a detox mask. I got it from like Ulta Beauty. So instead of using the Aya skincare mask, or the Gleamin mask, or that other turmeric mask that I've used previously, because I did do a mask last night, I think so, or yesterday, I think. So I'm just gonna just go through like with a thinner mask and then use my steamer to kind of detox my face. So last week in my video, I talked about body positivity with Hirsutism. I wanted to talk about that because I just felt like with summer coming up and spring, you know, COVID restrictions are being lifted, so more people are coming out. So not only is your face supposed to be covered, but you know, we're showing more, you know, of our bodies in a way, just because it's, you know, a little bit warmer. So I just felt like, you know, we kind of been in COVID hibernating for all last year. So this year is kind of like a different summer in a way, like, you know, more people are out just doing other things. So as we go out, I know I do it, I'm guilty of it, comparing myself to other females that I see. If, you know, she looks a certain way, like I like her body, or if she has a very clean skin, like she can't even probably grow hair, like she barely has eyebrows, like she doesn't have any facial hair structures, facial hair struggles, and no chest hair, like she is beautiful. But she's not perfect. Her name isn't Jesus. She didn't die for my sins, and she wasn't walking on this earth perfect. So I can look at her, admire her beauty, but at the same time I have to look at myself, because God gave me this body. I have to take care of it the best way I can. And you know, I can't compare myself to other people because he didn't make me like others. So how can I expect to look like others? One thing about these masks is they're so juicy and wet. I feel like I have to. This is gonna be so funny trying to. I'm not gonna be able to talk to you guys and do this, so let's fast forward. Our 20 minutes is up. Well, I love a moist face. So in the back of the thing it says like just leave it on. Remove mask, let skin absorb excessive serum by gently patting it in, do not rinse. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so I jotted down some notes so I could kind of stay on topic. Just a few things, excuse me, that I feel have like worked for me as far as when it comes, you know, like protecting my heart, protecting my feelings from people's words. I feel like what is that saying? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words never hurt. Yeah, that doesn't, yeah, words hurt. I personally have healed from a car accident before and I'm over it, but I'll never forget, you know, the words that somebody said, you know, degrading me, and that sticks with me longer than me being in my accident. Like, you know, I just feel like everybody heals from different things, like differently, but at the same time we're all human. I mean, I get that I'm very confident, bold, vivacious, carry myself very well with a lot of self-confidence, but my feelings do get hurt. Like, they really do. Like, as much as I try to play off like, you know, what you just said and hurt my feelings, I'm not about to sit here and cry in your face and, you know, be all mopey boo-hoo like, you know, woe is me, like you really hurt my feelings, because I'm grown and I've matured past that. But I will address you and correct you. I just feel like at a very, very young age, I am the way I am because my parents always said, speak up for yourself. Never let nobody talk for you. When I was younger, I was really, really shy, believe it or not. And I just always, you know, would like look at people before I run up to you and give you a hug. Like the difference between me and my little sister, if it's family, friends, a stranger, she's walking up to you, I'm standing back, investigating you, observing you, if you're clean, dirty, old, young, if you got some candy. I mean, you know, I'm just looking at your whole appearance before I go up and introduce myself, or even show that I'm interested in whatever you have to say or whatever you have. One of the first things that I would definitely say when it comes to like protecting like yourself and your feelings, find something that makes you feel beautiful. So let's just say, for example, for me, as always, I'm the example, actually doing facials, spending an hour and a half or more plucking my face, waxing it, moisturizing it, just being hairless makes me feel like I'm the bomb.com. Like nothing. I feel like I'm just the baddest girl walking around and nobody can say anything to me. Like that's when I call my girls, like, let's go out. Like I want the world to see me because I feel so good. So I would definitely say, you know what, do something that makes you feel very confident. Because when I feel this way and I go out, and I'm sure, let's just say, for example, on a Saturday night, you know, you're going out to a bar on a rooftop, the sun hasn't gone down yet. So somebody's looking at you from the side, so they're like seeing darkness, they're seeing hair, they're seeing pimples, they're seeing all of this before, you know, you can even turn around and have like a nice smile or whatever, whatever. And they're like, ew, whoa, you know, what's wrong with you? Nothing's wrong with me. If you would like to know, I can educate you. You know, otherwise, you know, if you have nothing nice to say, I don't think that you should say anything at all. That's my smart aleck remark. That's something my mom always told us. So I'm like saying it to other people now, you know, like not trying to be mean or like, you know, bougie or nothing like that, but I'm just not gonna let you know, like run over me. So I feel like too, I've had such of like a defensive mechanism because I've always had people like talking about me, like people hurting my feelings. So I learned to be very quick with something else to say. That's why I have a smart mouth and I'm very sarcastic in a lot of things I say, but I'm very quick too, because if you know, if you have something to say about me, I'm gonna say something about you. It may not always be nice, but that just kind of makes me feel better. I know that's bad. That is not in the Bible. I shouldn't even be doing that. Something else I would say to kind of that helps me protect my feelings is standing up for myself. People are always going to talk about you. If it's in your face, if it's on social media, if it's in a text message, if it's they told my mom tells me, you know, like the more public I've become about my PCOS struggle and, you know, hirsutism being like one of my main side effects, so many family members have like come out that talked about me, that hurt my feelings, that use words that just crushed my soul when I was younger. And they come and, you know, it's like, oh my God, Shayla, I'm so sorry that I didn't know. Are you okay? Now, out of respect for a lot of these family members, I never said anybody's name just because I feel like that's not my battle. That's God's battle. That God and that person, people will work that out. But it's just like, you know, I just feel like I use myself a lot in my examples. I have a lot of nieces and nephews. Some of them are under the age of 10. So if they were different, let's just say, you know, my nieces, they have hirsutism or really bad acne or hair. I'm not gonna come to them and be like, oh no, sweetheart, you need some something for that acne. Oh, pop that pimple. Oh, go get that wax. How do you think that makes a child feel? I mean, of course they see it in the mirror, but then as a loving family member or friend or neighbor, whatever, do you know what your words you getting in their face, making it more known? You know, how's that gonna make them feel? So for all my nieces and nephews, I don't care if they had anything that was so different, I'm always gonna let them know that I love them. I don't think I have one niece and nephew that every time I saw them, I didn't tell them how much I love them. First of all, how happy I am to see them, how proud I am of them. I mean, words of encouragement. So I feel like too, even now as an adult, if I see somebody different, when I was younger, I was very childish. So I'm not gonna say like, you know, I didn't make fun of other people because they were obviously different. But you know, you just have to, you kind of have to just have maturity, honestly. Like I feel like with adults and children that nobody's perfect. Nobody is. My flaws may be on my face and body, but there's something different about you that doesn't make you the shiny Barbie that you carry yourself to be, you know? So I would just say too, with standing up for yourself, have words of encouragement. Like, you know, even when it's starting your day, like looking in the mirror, you know, like, I'm gonna have a great day today. I'm gonna try to do a facial routine to kind of clear up my skin a little bit. And then maybe, you know, scroll on YouTube or scroll on social media, see if I can find something, or just type in the word hyperpigmentation or type in the word hirsutism, maybe to see, you know, if somebody out there is struggling, or, you know, maybe somebody, one of my friends, you know, maybe they have something that can kind of help my face. All right, I have a lot to do today, but I'm gonna get it done, and I'm just take one step at a time. I may come home and take a nap because I'm just not feeling, myself today. I may not even get on social media because I'm just not feeling good. I feel like even in that sense, I wasn't my hyper happy self, like I'm gonna have a great day no matter what. But I still was talking to myself with like a reality. Like, I'm not feeling myself today. It's not, it's not that I'm sick, I'm ill, or physically can't get out the bed or move. I just don't want to do anything today. I just am having a mood and I just want to be to myself. There is nothing wrong with that. To the world, they may think like, oh my God, what's wrong with you? What's going on in your life? Who hurt you? What's wrong? Who hurt your feelings? Nobody. Like, but I just need time for myself. So the example that I gave of just taking baby steps, talking to myself with love, with, you know, I may have a lot to do, but I don't have to do all of that today. You know, I could just chill. I get excited watching a Hulu show, something that I found that I can binge watch all day long. Makes me feel happy. Like, it really does. I have food. My dog has treats. I don't have to go to the store. I got gas in my car. My clothes are washed. I could dry some more, but you know, that's not a big thing. I'ma just chill. Stuff like that makes me feel so good, because it's like, I don't have to do a lot. Even too, when I have my days of I have to go out the house and I'm picking up masks to see how much, you know, I gotta cover up, because now, you know, it's summertime, so I'm wearing tank tops, shorts, but I gotta make sure, you know, everything is covered and, you know, nobody's looking at me. Like, almost as like I was making myself paranoid, hyperventilating. I was getting anxiety just based on not being comfortable in myself. And I had to stop that because it was really making me sick. Like, I would lay in the house popping Motrin, ibuprofen, because I felt ill based on being so self-conscious of what I saw in the mirror. And I was like, I love my life. I would love for God to allow me to see 102 if that's his plan for my life. But I kind of can't, you know, take days like that and just make myself sick based on what I see. You know, when I look at myself in pictures and I don't want to post nothing, because what if somebody else says something bad about me? How am I going to handle that? You know, this guy didn't call me back. I'm gonna get to that side. But you know, he didn't call me back, so maybe he didn't like me because he saw my facial hair. I'm gonna be alone forever. You know, it's just like so much can build up to where you're drowning in your own words, your own moods, your own anxiety and depression. And we can't live like that. Like, life is so precious. We are here today and gone tomorrow. Life is a vapor. Literally the blinking of an eye, Jesus will come back. I'm trying not to preach, but that's just what I believe. But I want to live every day, and I would love to leave this earth where people could say, Shay was positive. You may not always know what was going on in her personal life, but she never portrayed to complain about, you know, a lot of stuff. She lived her life to the fullest. I could almost talk about the dating part in a whole nother video, but I'll try to keep it short and sweet. But I would say, like, let's just say for an example, you go on a first date with a guy. You think it's going well. You didn't wear any makeup, you know, but you did wax and pluck, so all honestly he could really see is dark marks on your face. I mean, he could probably think it's acne. It doesn't matter what he could think it is, but he can't see no facial hair. So the date goes well, and then all of a sudden, you know, the next day goes by, nothing from him. You follow each other on social media, nothing. A whole week, you look at your phone to make sure you paid the phone bill. Meantime goes by and you're like, man, did I make somebody else like run away? Like, I thought our date was so much fun. Like, I really had a good time. I thought he really liked me. As I reached the age of 30, I had to stop that, because honestly I was tired of, you know, I'm not saying I was putting so much of myself out on the first day, but I was being me. So a lot of people say I am loud, which I am. I'm not a quiet person. Besides, I like to talk, I like to laugh, I like to have a good time. If we go on a first date, I am more than happy to pay for my half, my drinks, my food and dessert, and a to-go bag if I'm feeling that eager that I just love this meal so much. But you know, like, I drive myself, you know, whoop whoop, or I will Uber myself, whatever. But I try to show I'm very independent, you know. So I didn't come here thinking that you was gonna pay for anything, because I don't know you, you know. But I knew I was gonna eat drinks. I had to take care of myself. So it's just like, you know, these first dates, and then, you know, nothing happens, or he doesn't call or text, because I would be the one, you know. I'm like, okay, well, he was a nice guy. Maybe he's very busy. I know his job. So I'll send text messages every morning. Good morning. Hey, I hope you have a great, wonderful day. I'm thinking about you. Today's a new day. You're going to conquer all your goals you set your mind to today. Can't wait to see you soon. Or because I'm a flight attendant, hey, here's my work schedule. I'll be back in Charlotte on Thursday. Then I don't fly out again till Monday. So I'll be here all weekend. Nothing? Okay. Well, you know, so I had to, like, well, I'm done. Like, I can't keep sitting around thinking, you know, well, maybe from the view he saw my chest hair, or maybe he saw, you know, the hair that was right here on my cheek, or maybe when he gave me a hug, he felt a brush of mine. I had to stop that. It was draining me. It was literally making me mad, because I'm like, I'm trying to pick apart a date that I said I had a good time. Obviously I didn't, because he didn't respond. So now I'm trying to break down our date based on, I feel like I wasn't attractive enough to him. But, you know, I thought he had a really good time. So I would just say for my sister, some advice with situations like that, where I know a lot of my subscribers, either you've never been on a date before based on your insecurity with how you look, or the first date didn't go good and he hasn't hit you up. Shayla is not hitting up anybody. I said that all of 2021 and beyond. I'm not reaching out, you know. So like, I just feel like I'm very old school in a lot of ways, that I know that I am a ball of fun, thebomb.com. I could be wifey material very quickly, but you know, I'm not meant for everybody. So I'm not going to expect that from everybody that I put myself out there with to go on a date, because this just could be God saying, Shayla, have a good time with him. You know, you may never see him again in life, but you, I'm sure, impacted his life in some way. Let's just say he gets married 5 years later, has a daughter, and she has something that Shayla has, the girl I dated 5 years ago. Look at that coincidence. Everybody isn't meant to stay in your life for a long period of time. People in your life for a reason and a season. I love the people who are in my life for a reason, because seasons change, people come and go. So I would just say for all my sisters out there who feel a little bit of insecure, when you know, go on a date, or, you know, if you hang out with a group of friends, you know, some of your friends could never know that you had hirsutism or any different side effects from PCOS, because you never talked about it. But then too, it's like, you know, you have to kind of explain to them, how can I tell you guys something that I've never shared, I'm still learning a lot about every single day, and it's something that's very personal to me. So it's different when you have something that's very close to your heart. It's a daily struggle. It's very personal, that you just can't open up and tell everybody about it, because everybody's not going to love you, accept you, understand what you're going through, or even be there for you. I had to learn those things about my family members, my friends, people in my circle of associates. I was like, dang, like, you know, I said, you know, I didn't want to go out, and now my friends are mad because they think I'm stuck up and don't want to go out. I had to snap out of that. I'm not them and they're not me. They can think whatever they want, but I know mentally I couldn't go out today. I had to stay in the house. I had to do what I had to do for me. It doesn't matter what they think or, you know, what they say or talk about me. That's none of their business. So the next thing I would say is to educate others. So let's just say from the video I posted, was it last summer, I think, at this time? I posted a video of me sharing that I was bullied by family members based on having PCOS and Hirsutism. Sorry, I need a mirror. And I think that video did so well, and I got so many compliments and comments back from it, because I think so many of us go through things like that where people are so quick to judge, period, based on things they don't know. I work in the airline industry, the aviation industry, so I see people from all backgrounds of life every single day, different sizes, shapes, colors. I'm gonna just share this little 2 cents. It was very different. It wasn't normal. There were these gentlemen who were walking through the airport, but they shared the same body. I have never seen that before in my life. So that, it didn't, I mean, I wasn't like staring intentionally, but I have seen it on like TV and stuff before, but never in person. So I'm like, you know, wow. But of course, because, you know, we have on these masks, so it's not like, you know, they can see me smiling up under the mask, and I'm sure they get stared at a lot. So just as an example, when I meet somebody and they see me as a born bred woman, full woman, and it's like, wow, you know, they're staring, they don't want to be rude, but they're curious. So I kind of had to stop being so judgmental, so quick to be so defensive to other people who would be like, oh my God, you know, what's on your face? Like, whoa, you got a lot of hair like a dude. Okay, they could have said a different way, but granted, they've never seen that before. So just as my example as being in the airport, seeing 2 gentlemen sharing the same body, I've never seen that before. I kind of had to take that mindset of when people see me, it's different. So I do have a little bit more compassion as I'm getting older. When I was younger, of course, you know, what little girl wants to be defensive to people who are in your family? So when you think family, you just assume love. I know I do. In my immediate family, my parents, every single day, or at least out of 365 days, they said it for 363. I mean, I was beautiful and they loved me. And my parents, I try to say this in all my videos, I never want my parents to doubt how they raised me was just extraordinary. I mean, literally showed me so much love every single day. And I feel like that's just what the basis of my confidence came from, is my parents told me they love me, from biblical background, spirituality of being a Christian, and seeing that in the Bible, God said he loves us so much and that he created us. So God literally thought about how he wanted Shayla to be, and voila, here I am. And there's nobody on this planet like me. I don't know if it's just me, but that gives me chills. It gives me goosebumps. I get so excited thinking about that, because it's just like, that's something you can brag about. That is something to brag about, that there's nobody on this planet that looks just like you. Nobody. So I feel like too, that's just one thing that we could have on top of everything else to share with other people, that with a syndrome like PCOS that there is no cure for currently, tonight, right now, this second, and it's something that so many women struggle with who aren't even diagnosed yet. So women may have like all these symptoms as they're watching my videos, and different aspects of my videos they can relate. It's like, man, I kind of have those things too, so maybe I have it. Like I try to say a lot of my videos, every 1 out of now 10, or no, every 1 out of 5 women have a PCOS symptom. So it's not like it's something scary or, you know, like death threatening, like, you know, most people would assume, because you think of letters, you think, oh my God, that's something that, you know, I don't understand exactly what she's talking about. You know, is it cancerous? I mean, you know, you just think, when I hear a lot of letters, I think, oh my God, this is pretty serious because it's not clear English that I can understand. Us women, with something that we have so different, our weapon is killing people with kindness. Literally educating people. That's why I believe I became an advocate, because it's like, when I went to the PCOS Challenge conference in 2017, it changed my life for the better. I finally found a group of people that I could relate to so much, and none of them were family. Nobody in that room besides my mom, who's there supporting me, was my family. So I feel like that's just the power in numbers of we can support each other because we all go through the same things. I have never met none of you guys. Half you guys, I don't know what country you're messaging me from or anything, time zone, but you can watch my videos, you can relate, you can ask me questions, you can say things that you like and don't like, and I can do the same. But I do these videos because when I started, like I said, I didn't have anybody that looked like me in my family, in my circle. So I feel like as a young woman, who doesn't look up to their mom or their grandmother to say, I do look like her, so she probably really is my mom. But you know, I have something that I look through her baby pictures, her teenage pictures, she didn't struggle with. Okay, let me go to my grandmother. Okay, she didn't have nothing like that. Well, let me look at my friends. Okay, none of them look like me. So you know, where else would a young woman really look for a relationship to what she's going through when nobody in her little circle of her family, her household, looks like her? So I feel like I was really trying to do this channel to reach out mainly to younger women, because as a young woman, I secretly, I think, struggled with depression and anxiety because I felt so alone. I felt like because I was getting made fun of by family members, by classmates at school, going home, nobody could understand, you know, why I was feeling the way I was feeling. I could understand why I was looking the way I was looking. It was a lonely, lonely journey that I secretly fought by myself. And that's okay now because I have grown, I have matured, I have a lot of educational resources that I can turn to, support groups, different sisters from all over the world. It's better now, but I know in the society and the world that we live in, everything is on like the internet. So when somebody who is young going through the stuff that I went through, I want her to find this video. I want her to see this video that she can relate, that she can understand what she's going through. She's not alone. So even if it's not in your family, even if it's not in your friends, you know, anybody that looks like you can relate to, somebody out there looks like you and know exactly what you're going through, and I want to help you. Even if I can never physically be in person with you, I want to help you as best as I can. If that's just encouraging you, cheering you on every single day, woo woo, let's do it. Let's do it. Like, you know, I don't ever want anybody to feel like I'm pushing the products that, you know, I'm putting on my face or nothing like that, because I'm not here for that. My main vision, my main purpose on this earth is to advocate for everybody, all women who have PCOS, because it's a syndrome that it mentally can make you feel alone, but you're not alone. Last but not least, I'm going to say another tool is to encourage yourself. This battle that we fight with PCOS, Hirsutism, all side effects under PCOS, it can be a lonely battle. But then again, the battle and the war is with ourselves in a way. Before we even leave our beds, you know, like mentally, it's like, thank you God for waking me up. I don't really feel like getting up. I can already feel the hair on my pillow growing. I already feel like I'm bloated to the max. So the cute tank top I thought I was gonna wear to this day party, I don't think I'm gonna wear. I'm gonna just say to myself, not get cute, because I don't even feel like, you know, if somebody talked to me, they probably wouldn't even look at me. You know, I just kind of had to snap out of that, like, girl, bye. Good morning, hello. Thank you, Jesus, for waking me up this morning. Yes. Hi, me, hello. Like, but you have to talk to yourself, because it's like every single day, it's just me. Waking up, I have to deal with this. Going to bed, I have to deal with this. So it's not like it's something that anybody else could really help me with, because I have to help myself first before I can get help from anybody else. And this is even as far as going to a doctor and, you know, maybe getting diagnosed and them putting in all that crap and, you know, them doing all those x-rays and all this other stuff. Excuse my French for saying crap, but I'm just thinking about, you know, all these pills and medications that they put everybody on, and then, you know, we're wondering like why this stopped but then this is starting to act up. That's a whole other video. Is we have to educate ourselves, we have to encourage ourselves, we have to believe in ourselves. If I wake up every day and I don't believe that I can have a good attitude and take the time that I need to wax, to pluck, to do my facial routine, to feel confident that this date I have coming up, he, you know, he may or may not like me. So I'm gonna try my best to not show my Hirsutism side or try not to talk about PCOS. Please, stop that. Stop that. And I even tried, I'll be honest, like last summer when I shared one of my videos of being verbally abused because of my PCOS, I was like, well, maybe I'll stop talking about it when we go on dates, you know, because I was dating online. So of course everybody asked for my Instagram. So I'm like, well, maybe I'll stop sharing my Instagram because I don't want him to not come because he sees that I could probably grow more facial hair than him. I had to stop that. No, this is me. I can't hide it. I never dreamed I would be sharing this with the world. But when I see how it's helping me, how I go back and watch my own videos and they encourage myself, it's like, whoa, it's kind of scary. Like I'm preaching to myself pretty much. So that's why I say if I upload these videos and nobody watches them, it helps me. It makes me feel good, because the days that I am down and just sad, I'm gonna just use that word, I'm just sad based on what I have to go through, how long the process takes. It's a lot mentally. But to go back through and see myself and how I can like encourage myself is powerful. So that's why I really want to encourage my sisters that it's okay to have your sad days, to have your bad days, to have your days you turn off your phone, you don't get on social media, you stay at home, you binge watch Hulu or Netflix, or read a good book, or you know, you have devotion where it's just you and God in a room and you're just crying and you're just kind of just pouring out your heart to, you know, really how you feel, because God is the only one that I know who'll answer my prayers. I mean, where, you know, at this age of, by this time in my life, I assumed I'd be married. I assumed that maybe I would have a kid or two. I assumed that I would have this career. I assumed that I would live here. But my reality is I don't have any of these things. So when I talk to God and I'm telling him the things that I want, forgetting the things that, you know, for telling him the things that I need and not the things that I want, it's just like I really have to do that every single day, because he's the only one that can kind of help me, guide me in a path that still makes me love myself. And I feel like too, before I go on these dates or meet these other gentlemen, if I look insecure, if I look like I just am barely making it, I look nervous, like scared and just like, I hope he doesn't see anything, they can peep that. So I mean, I couldn't do that just because I'm very silly, so I probably laugh at myself. But it's almost like, what's the animal that senses fear? Is it elephants? I don't know what animal it is, but that's what I'm thinking about. And I'm thinking about going on a date, being nervous and scared, but I had to kind of stop saying, like, you know, I wonder how long this is gonna last. Like, I even betted with my cousin, like, how much you want to bet he gonna stop talking to me in a month? It's not funny, but then again, it's just like, that's just honestly where I was. But I just feel like too, you know, you just have to have fun. Kind of stop going to these dates thinking like, you know, I wonder if he wants to be boyfriend, girlfriend, how long we're gonna talk. What if he, you know, doesn't really care that I shave? What if he says he loves hairy women? I'm just myself. You know, he feels a little roughness. So it's like, oh, got a little roughness there. I just feel like too, it depends on the person. If he seems like, you know, he's just a serious guy who, you know, can't really laugh or joke too much, and he's just, you know, I don't like that. You want to go in my bathroom and shave? No, I don't. I'll probably go out your front door and God bless you, you know. But that's just me and how I feel, like, you know. Thank you, appreciate it though. So to wrap this video up, to all my sisters that struggle with hirsutism or any other side effect under PCOS, never forget how beautiful you are. There is nobody on this planet that looks like you, walks like you, anything just like you. So when it's time for your husband to come into your life, he will be there. But he will have to work so hard to love you, because you've built this confidence of loving yourself so much that he just like, whoa. You know, like that makes her more attractive because she has so much confidence. She has so much love for herself. She carries herself in a way that it's just like, I have to learn more about her. I really want to talk to her. I want to get to know her past her physical appearance. Now, I wish God would have men like that lined up so I can kind of quit wasting time with these little dudes, but that's not our reality. But that's okay, because I'm going to be patient. But I do love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys very soon in my next video.